So, with more and more people downloading Valheim and playing together on servers, I figured it might be fun to make a video talking about some different mini-games that I've come up with that you guys can play with your friends. If you guys are interested in seeing more fun and mini-games and stuff like that, do check out my Twitch, link in the description, where we're going to be doing a lot of Valheim stuff coming up, including a few secret projects. That's all I'm going to say for now. Let's jump into today's video. So first thing we're going to talk about is something that I really like because it plays into the fundamentals of Valheim. That is an archery contest. You can see here I've set up a bit of an area for this where you can shoot your bow at a target. Now, the bow and arrows, or the arrows I should say, will stick into the target for a short time, and I really like to use a shield for this. This is a silver shield, but you can have all different things you can put on top of an item stand. That is how we've done this. The shield is just good because you can have different rings of scores, like you've got this inner ring, the very center bit, and then the outer ring and stuff, and you'll see after a while it does despawn. The arrow will go, so you need to like look at where you shot it and have some sort of scoring system set up for that. I made this with stone, but you could make this with wood if you wanted to. This is a very easy early game sort of thing that you can do to just have a bit of a go there at an archery contest. On the same sort of theme as that as well, I did set up a little bit of a tin can on a wall because I figured that would also be kind of fun to do, where you can try and shoot at it. Now these things are really quite difficult to hit, so let's see how we do with this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep shooting at it and show you guys what happens and what it looks like when you do actually hit it. Okay, so you can see that if you just manage to hit like the top of the fence, you can just kind of hit like this, and you can sometimes get the arrow just about touching or just about underneath, but this is like the pro level archery go. So yeah, I mean, good luck with doing that, but I just thought I'd mention it because hey, it's tin arrows on, wait, tin cans on a wall. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, just an option there for a little game. And do make sure, of course, when you do your archery that you have a little block on the floor like this so everyone knows where to stand. So you're all shooting from the same place. Okay, next I want to give a shout out to Chongish because his recent video on an assault course was the inspiration for this. He makes great Valheim content, guys. Do check him out. But this right here, yes, assault course, parkour, that type of thing. There are tons of options with this. You can go as big as you like with this, and in fact, making the course could itself be a big community project. And oh my goodness, I'm so good at this. But the idea is, like, you could have speed trials, like first one to get to the finish line, or like, you know, racing with your friends. Like if you fall off, you have to start again. And I mean, you could build this through trees, you could build it on top of water, you could have fire traps, you could really just go to town with this one if you want. So figured that would be quite an interesting one to mention, the parkour, the assault course, that sort of thing. Let me know what you guys think of that one, but I reckon this would be a lot of fun. Hey guys, this is Kysen here. I hope you're enjoying the video. I just want to say, if you like mini games, do come and check out my Twitch. I've got some stuff coming on there soon, and there'll be some games in Valheim and other games that you guys are able to join in and play with us. It's going to be super fun. I don't want to say too much about it yesterday and spoil it, but hey, do check it out. Be a link in the description. It's just Kysen Twitch on Twitch. Hope to see a lot of you there. Let's get back to the video. Next, we have the classic game of Naughts Crosses, or tic-tac-toe. I'm sure you guys know how to play this game, the world's most simple game. As you can see, it's really easy to build as well. You could literally build this on day one. It's just a bit of wood that you need. In terms of the pieces, what I figured would be best with the crosses here, the roof crosses for the X's, and then just these things right here for the dots. And you can, you know, play around like that until one of you wins. As a two-player game. You guys know this game. You could, if you wanted to, make a much bigger version of this and do a Connect 4. There's nothing to stop you from doing that. You would just have to make sure you guys are playing by the rules and like place it in the right place, because you can't sort of place across the top and just let it drop. You'd have to place it in, but you guys can figure out that one out. It's just another option. Then obviously when you're done, you will need to destroy the pieces. So I mean, I don't know, maybe a little bit tedious. It's not too bad though, and another little fun game that's super easy to make. Okay, next we have Valheim Golf, and I really quite like this one. So I'm going to show you guys how this one works, and there's different ways of doing it. There's two ways that I think would be the best of doing it. One is to have this as the golf hole, with the object being you have to throw your spear through the hole. Now, of course, you would not start from where I started. You would start from, like, I don't know, like very far away, like up here. You could have like a tee-off point, you throw your spear, and then you go pick it up, and you take your next shot from wherever it lands, right? So, for example, if we were starting here, we'd go and throw our shield like this, then run after it. I'm going to fly because I'm cheating. Here we go. And then from here, you know, okay, we pick up our spear and do our next shot and see who can get it through the golf hole in as few shots as possible. So you could have like a whole golf course with this if you wanted. Again, you could easily integrate the environment with this, with like trees or, you know, like rivers or water hazards or whatever else. I mean, if you know golf, then you guys get what I'm talking about. Another way that I figured you could do this if you wanted to as well would be to make like a bit of an area, like a ring that you have to land your shield, not your shield, your spear. I couldn't think of the word. Land your spear within a certain area of a ring or something like that. That could also be good. I think this is just a little bit better way of doing it. But hey, that's golf, guys. Golf on Valheim. There you go. Okay, finally we have musical chairs. So you guys know this game, right? You run around, and if there's like 5 of you, then you have just 4 chairs. You run around the chairs until the music stops, and then you quickly sit down on the chair. Right, and the last one to sit down won't have a chair, and then they are eliminated. So you could do this with quite a lot of people. A couple of things to mention. If you want to do the music route, you just need one person willing to play music via like a Discord call or whatever you guys are doing for that. However, if you're just sort of playing on the server and you don't have that, there is another way you can do this that I figured, and that would be to have one person stood here like this, and at some random point they just go boom and they place down the fireplace. The reason I like the fireplace is it gives a good graphic when it's placed. It's sort of, okay, my Alexa just decided to start talking to me for some reason. I don't know what I said that sounded like Alexa, but she's now turned off. So yeah, you could use the fireplace and just sort of place that down because it gives a good graphic like that, and hopefully everyone running around the chairs would be able to see it. But yeah, musical chairs, that was just a thought. So yeah, you run around, and when the fireplace is down, boom, you sit on a chair, and if you don't, you lose, and you're out. So there you go, guys. Do you have any game suggestions yourself? Anything I missed out? Or would you have a favorite of the games that I mentioned here today? Hope you guys enjoyed these. Again, do check out my Twitch if you want to see more mini games and fun things like that. But for now, guys, of course, here come the dad jokes. So as today's video was all about games, I figured the dad jokes had to be 2, which is kind of apt because I recently actually broke up with my video game console, and it's now my Xbox. Yeah, it was nothing personal, just time for a switch. I actually asked my French friend recently if he played any video games, and he said, "Oui, you know what Owen Wilson's favorite video game is?" Wow. Yeah, actually, my girlfriend dumped me for talking too much about video games, which, what a ridiculous thing to fall out for. When I play video games online, I always like to have garbage men on my team because, well, they're used to carrying trash. My friend's actually really upset right now because he recently broke his brand new Xbox, and nobody can console him. You know what egg and video games have in common? They both end in GG. If you play video games with your kids and you kill your kid in the game, does that count as spawn killing? I really love video games though, because you can actually carry out your craziest fantasies in them. I mean, like when I was playing The Sims, I mean, I had friends, had a house, I had a girlfriend, I went to the gym, I was eating healthy. Yeah, I did actually try making my own video game once. It was about going out for a picnic, but unfortunately I just couldn't get rid of all the bugs.